Long ago, in a village of unrivaled prosperity, an air of mystery cloaked its success. The villagers shunned strangers, conducted minimal trade, and depended solely on their bountiful land. But behind their unending wealth lay a dark secret. 20 years earlier, the village had suffered a catastrophic famine. Fields dried up, strange illnesses spread, and despair took root. Amid the chaos, a villager reported finding the cause: a young girl with peculiar patterns etched across her body. She was an orphan, and her unique markings quickly branded her as a demon responsible for the disaster. Desperation drove the elders to a grim solution. The girl was sacrificed in a ritual meant to summon a demon to take her away. When the ritual concluded, the famine miraculously ended and prosperity returned. But fate has a cruel sense of humor. 20 years later, a child with the same strange patterns was born. Her parents, fearful and superstitious, informed the mayor. The priest advised them to raise her with love and care until she turned 18. Despite their fears, they obeyed, giving her a childhood filled with warmth and affection. The girl grew into a kind and beautiful young woman. She fell in love with a boy from the village, a hard-working blacksmith who adored her. He had heard the tales of the demon girl, but dismissed them as myths. One day, he suggested they run away together to escape the village's judgment. "I have enough savings," he told her. "We can start fresh somewhere far away." Though tempted, she refused. She couldn't abandon her parents, who had given her so much love. But fate would not be so kind. One night, men dressed in strange ceremonial armor stormed her home. They bound and gagged her despite her cries for help. No one in the village came to her aid. Before she knew it, she was dragged before the mayor and the village priests. They explained her destiny. She was to become the bride of the demon, just like the girl before her. Horrified, she screamed and begged, but her pleas fell on deaf ears. The room fell silent, as time itself seemed to freeze. A figure emerged from the shadows, his horns gleaming and his eyes glowing ominously. The girl trembled, believing him to be the demon she was promised to. But as the figure stepped closer, her terror turned to shock. The demon's face was achingly familiar. It was the boy she loved. With a voice both tender and resolute, he asked, "I'll ask you again, my bride. Will you run away with me this time?" Tears streaming down her face, she reached out her hand. The demon boy took it, his grip firm yet gentle. "Please," he murmured, his voice tinged with humor. "Try not to reincarnate too soon next time. I've got too much work to keep chasing you every time you get mad at me." Hand in hand, they vanished into the night, leaving the village to its secrets.